The Pat Montanon Show. Madam X, an unwary guess.
Yeah.
Sponsored by whatever change she can find in her pocket.
Do you realize that at this very moment, 1,605 young Americans are not having a nice day? They're either missing or imprisoned somewhere in North Vietnam. 261 of those men disappeared in Laos, a supposedly neutral country, and so the enemy and our own Defense Department has not acknowledged them beyond listing them as missing. The young wives, the young American wives of those 261 do not know if they are wives or widows. Not a single letter has been received, nor even an official verification that they are prisoners. The wives can only wait and wait and pray, as Carol Hansen has been doing for 4 years now. The Hansens' home in El Toro, California, not far from the Marine base where Captain Stephen Paul Hansen was stationed before leaving for Vietnam. Todd was born 10 days after his father went overseas. He is 4.5 years old now. This is the house his father remembers, if he is still alive. The plantings, the do-it-yourself furnishings were his hobby. I want us to be where he would picture us, says Carol. Captain Hansen was a helicopter pilot reported missing in action while on a medical evacuation mission June 3, 1967. After waiting a year and a half, Carol Hansen broke the silence that had been requested of all prisoner of war wives by the Defense Department. Since then, she has been to the White House and to the capitals of Europe in search of answers, in search of reasons to hope that one day she will be a complete wife again. A former school teacher, Carol applies her talents for writing and speaking by lecturing before civic groups, urging public action on behalf of the prisoners. All efforts thus far have been fruitless, but one cannot merely sit by the front door. Carol Hansen writes a letter to her husband every day. She does not mail it. It goes in a trunk with over 1,000 other such letters, to be read by Stephen when he comes home. She is only permitted to mail 1 letter a month, and yet she writes every day. It's her moment of contact. There'll be problems when he comes home, but we'll be able to face them. We always used to say that we could lose everything and it wouldn't matter as long as we had each other. Yes, 4-year-old Todd knows he has a missing father. Just the other day on the living room rug, he built a prison of blocks, and he put plastic soldiers inside. And he pointed to one, and he said, "Mother, there's Daddy." But then he said, "Mom, don't worry. God's in there too."